So, of course, I had to buy me a Boys in the Hood shirt because y'all know how much I love that movie. I'm so corny. Anyway, let's get into the video. What's up, YouTube? How you feeling? What's good? It's your girl Francine. Today is another episode of one of your favorite segments, even though y'all ain't really watched the last one, but that's okay because, you know, I understand. And that is, girl, I'm finna take your black card. Now, today, we are talking about a movie that I was kind of skeptical about watching, to be quite honest. I have heard some good and some bad about this movie, and it is paid in full. I don't know why anybody was talking bad about this movie, to be quite honest. I'm not going to do what I usually do. I'm going to just get into my analysis of the movie, get a little summary. Of course, we're going to give you the spoiler alert, but let's get into it. So, this movie, I don't really like movies. I'm going to be quite honest with you. That's why this has been a thing that I had to do, because it's a lot easier for me to be into and up to date on TV shows. When it comes to movies, I have a short attention span, and it takes a lot to keep me entertained. But all of these movies so far have been entertaining. I will give it that. And this movie didn't even really rub me as a hood classic. Like, this movie rubbed me as like a good movie, period. Okay? So let's get into it. So the movie starts off, right? There's a guy named Ace, right? And he works at a laundromat. He's trying to be a good dude, trying to work an honest job. He's working at a laundromat, kind of doing reception. He's doing deliveries. He has a close friend named Mitch, right? Played by Mekhi Phifer, right? And Mitch, playboy. He got money. He got cars. He got motorcycles. He got shoes. He got everything. Like, he got money, right? And we come to find out Mitch probably slinging some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't really tell you exactly until like midway through this movie, but you kind of know like that's what he's doing, right? But Ace, everybody kind of clowning him because he working an honest job. He working at a cleaners. Like, he ain't really getting money. And he lives with his mother and his sister. His sister apparently is dating a very prominent, well-known drug dealer in the area, and he is kind of an a-hole. Let's be quite honest. Like, from the beginning, I realized I don't like him, and I'm probably not gonna like him for the rest of this movie. And I was correct. So I think his name was Clyde. If I'm wrong, I always get people's names wrong. I'm bad with names I know, so I'll put it here if I'm wrong. And he's dating his sister or whatever, and he's counting them. So, cutting to kind of the big important parts, right? Ace does a run. He picks up some laundry from a dude, Hispanic guy. He's got money. He's living lavish in his apartment or whatever. And when he cleans his clothes, he sees some stuff that is white and may or may not be taken in some way as a what is that, an upper in his pocket, right? And so he's like, yeah, I know what you do. He came, he gave it back to him. He was like, look, I know it's yours. He was like, no, keep it. Ain't nothing to me. Keep it. You found it, it's yours. So he was talking to his friend Mitch, because of course, like I said, we kind of already could find out that he was selling drugs. And he's like, yo, you want to sling this? And he was like, nah, man, I don't I'm gonna have to wipe that out. I don't do white powders, because I feel like you can't see that on YouTube. I'm like 90% sure. I don't do white powders. I don't sell that. And he was like, I bet, that's fine. Then apparently the guy that his sister was dating got arrested. He got booked. And somebody was in the stairwell where he usually is looking for some stuff, and he sold him that little white powder that he was given by the Hispanic guy. And he gave him $100. He was like, oh, this is some good stuff. And they went on their merry old way. So Ace, he been working at this little cleaners, getting clowned. He ain't really got no money like that. He got his mom, he got his sister, you know what I mean? He's apparently dating Mitch's sister, who is played by Regina Hall. They have some good female actors in these movies, man. I can't lie. Everybody in this movie can act, by the way. It was very well acted. I'm just gonna say that up jump. Even, we didn't get to him yet, but even, oh boy. And so he starts selling stuff. He talks to the Hispanic guy. He's like, look, yeah, what you doing? Like, what can we do? How can we get this connect going? Like, what can we do? And he got him some stuff that he can sell on the streets, right? And so at this point, I did mention that Mitch gets locked up because he shoots a guy and he kills somebody, right? Who stole his stuff from one of his little doughboys that was out there, and he's booked in jail. And he meets Cameron, who plays Rico. Now, another person throughout this whole movie, I was like, I don't trust him. I don't trust people who talk too much, and my guy talks too much, okay? Just too much. So apparently he meets Rico. Rico helps him out in jail. He starts, jumping the dudes who was trying to, like, fight him in jail, and then they cool, right? So outside, Ace finds out that this guy Rico had his man's back. He was like, okay, cool. When he gets out, I'm gonna give him some stuff. He can start working for me. But like I said, boy was too loud. He talks too much. He was doing too much. Like, again, this is giving me very, like, come on, dog, you're gonna get us on some stuff. But okay, cool. He's talking to, like, Rico's out there. He's doing for him. Ace is kind of making some money. He's dating Keisha, of course, Regina Hall's character, and that's his girl. And apparently he gets her pregnant, because when Mitch comes out, you see her pregnant, and that's his sister. So he's like, oh, little baby. And another character I have not mentioned is Sonny, who is Mitch's little brother, and Ice, who is Mitch's uncle. Now we kind of see bits and pieces of Ice because he ain't really too much into this movie, because you can just tell he's a shiesty, he's a drug addict, he's his actual uncle. I can't figure out if that was his real uncle or he was just like somebody in the family. Like, how some people just call people their aunt and their uncle, but it ain't really their uncle. I think it's his real uncle based on the ending of this movie. But yeah, he don't really like him. Mitch doesn't really like Ice, and Sonny is this is a little man. That's his brother. He he looks up to him. He is just an innocent little kid, and he's trying to make sure he has nice stuff that he's doing. That he doesn't have to be about any other life, because people start off young, which is sad. But so for pretty much for the most of this movie, you kind of see Ace building up his little thing that he's having on the streets. You see Rico, who of course is just talking and doing the most, and you see Mitch, who's his right hand man. That's the person he got out here, and then a guy who was dating his sister. I'm gonna have to look up his name. Comes out of jail, and he's like, "Oh, I heard you popping in the streets right now. Like, he'll cook a brother up. You know how I be. I was the one out there in front of your house back in the day. Like, come on, help me out. Give me some stuff." And he was like, "Nah, man, you got the feds on you. You got people watching you. I'm gonna put you on with somebody else, and you could hook up with that." He, being a person who he used to be the big dog back in the day before he got arrested, now he kind of like, "Oh, you gonna put me on somebody else? Huh? You know who I am?" And he's upset. So we're gonna cut to the ending of this movie, because like I said, most of it is a good movie. It's very entertaining. You see them like spending their money, getting going to parties, going clubbing, blah blah blah. But Ace, as Regina Hall's character Keisha says, is boring, right? He's not the type of dude who be all about that flashy stuff. He ain't the type of dude who be trying to be running all through everything and doing everything. He's a pretty chill dude, and unfortunately, even as a chill dude, when you doing hood stuff, you gonna end up in some bad way. And unfortunately, Bull, who came out of jail, who was dating his sister, was fed up with the fact that he had him on some random dude. He wasn't respecting his name apparently, and so he came and robbed his little trap house where they was selling drugs out of, and shot him in the face. And this is the beginning of the movie, technically. They show this in the beginning of the movie. They show him in the hospital, and he's getting, patched up. And a lot of these movies like doing flashbacks and flash forwards, which is fine if it's done well. I was a little confused, but maybe I'm just not good with flashbacks and flash forwards. That's what I'm kind of trying to figure out right now. But yeah, so he gets shot. He's in the hospital, and at the same time he gets shot, his wife, or not his wife, they're not married, his girlfriend goes into labor. Like I said, she is pregnant, and so she has the baby, and thankfully he survives getting shot in the face, which, like, Jesus. And he gets out of the hospital, and he's like, "Look, I ain't about this life no more. I ain't trying to do this no more. And Rico, Cameron's character was like, nah, bro, come on, brush it off. People get shot every day, B. Like, and I'm just like, sir, he got shot in the face. Okay? It's one thing to get shot like in the leg or in the arm. My guy got shot in the face. Give him some time. Okay? But he want to get out there. Apparently the streets is drying up and they ain't got no stuff to sell and the money is running out. And, you know, he was like, look, give me the connect. We can do it without you. Like, and Mitch is like, look, take your time, bruh. I understand. Now we get into the, like, part of this movie where I was like, okay, what they gonna do now? They got him. He probably gonna try to get out the game. How he gonna do it? Nah, bro. That's not what happens. That is not what happens. What happens is, like I mentioned, Mitch's brother, Sonny, gets kidnapped. I didn't see that coming. Nope. Didn't see it coming. Apparently it has to do with his uncle Ice. He and Ice got into a fight at one point in this movie. And he was like, yo, get out this house. We don't want you using drugs around my brother. Like, yo, you can't be here no more. You, like, we can't be messing with you no more. And he was pretty much trying to extort them for money for his nephew. I mean, it is his nephew. And so Mitch is like, yo, I know you out the game, Ace, but I need this money to make sure that my brother is okay. Like, I need to make sure he's okay.
I don't know what to do, hey. I don't, man. I feel naked out here, B. Thinking about how they got Sonny in some abandoned building or some basement. Just fucking bleeding, man. He's dying, man. They're killing my little man, B.
And he gave him some drugs to sell to get the money, because that's his man. And he apparently told Ace when he was leaving that he was going to go see Rico. So, cool. He got the drugs to sell. He got all that. So Ace goes home to see his girl, and her mom is there, and they're crying. And he's like, oh God, they killed Sonny. They killed Sonny because, you know, he's been kidnapped. No. Apparently Mitch is dead. I was like, whoa. What? Apparently, Mitch went to go see Rico, my guy Cameron, and he was like, yo, I got a bunch of bricks. We got to sell this for my brother. We got to get my brother. You know, you my man's, like, you, of course you down for this. Like, we got to get my brother. And Rico was like, no, I just want the drugs so I can make my own money. And he shot him and killed him. And this is why you don't trust people who talk too much, my guy. You just don't. You don't trust people who talk too much. Because I already knew. I was like, he either gonna get them killed or he gonna kill somebody. He doing too much. He doing too much. So yeah, Rico kills Mitch. And of course Ace, the last thing that Mitch said to him was he was gonna go see Rico, and then he ended up dead. What do you think happened? I would think that he killed him, right? I think most people would. Because bro, it's crazy. So he went up to see Rico at the basketball court, and he was like, yo, man, I got some stuff that we could sell, you know, put it out there, whatever. And one thing I didn't mention, because it wasn't a big part until the end of this movie, there was a dude who was consistently trying to, like, talk to him about stuff and, like, get his, like, you know, get in his circle and learn about how he was selling drugs or whatever. And he kept saying, yo, I don't like him, I don't trust him, he rubbed me the wrong way. And I kept thinking, bro, the feds, because he was too corny. Okay, he was too corny, and he ended up really being the feds. Like, he ended up being, you know, a cop. And so he set him up. He set Rico up. He was like, he gave him the number to somebody he could sell some drugs to, which happens to be the cop, which happens to be a raid, so that they can get him and arrest him with all the drugs on him. I thought he was just gonna kill him. That's what I would have did. Personally, I'd have just got him killed. But he did it the right way. He ain't get his hands dirty with no killing nobody. He got him booked. He got him booked 25 to life. And he's talking about somebody ain't snitching nobody, because when I come out, I'll be the king, as if that's what matters. Because boy got a son, got a girl he with. He apparently, you know, when the guy, I didn't mention this, I'm bad at telling stories. The Hispanic guy he was getting the drugs from ended up dying, and he found diamonds in his apartment. And so he used those diamonds to kind of set his life up with him and his girl, his baby, and he out the game. He ain't doing it no more. And the ongoing joke between him and Mitch is that he was going to be the George Jefferson of the hood. He was like, yeah, that's what I'm finna do. He ain't about that life no more. And I was like, this is a really good movie. Like, I feel like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, Academy Award winning or anything, but I feel like it told the story. It told it well. It had some twists and turns in it where I was like, oh, shoot. Like, it had some good parts in it. It, you know, gave you some emotional parts. Mitch ended up getting killed, and then Sonny in the end, they killed him because they didn't end up getting the money, and they arrested Ice and his mans who was working at the little, what was that, convenience store, I guess, that he would go to, Mitch would go to and get him money and whatever, and the money was running up, and he killed his own nephew. Like, what kind of scummy type stuff is that? But yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. I would, if I had to rank it, because I rank all of these, I would rank it a 8.5 out of 10, maybe. You know, I mean, it was a pretty short movie. It had all the right little, you know, twists, turns, and all that other stuff. But, you know, it was okay. You know, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like a 6 or nothing like last week, but it's definitely 8.5. It definitely gave me 8.5. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all today for this Girl I'm Finna Take Your Black Card. I have a lot of movies that I've already thought up, and I'm going to be watching them this weekend so that I can kind of like put some stuff together and then rewatch them. Because these are first watch reactions. But sometimes I get the storyline wrong. I do write it out even, and I still sometimes get the storyline wrong. I'm trying. I'm still getting better. I'm new to this. Okay. With that being said, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or any suggestions of movies that I may not know about, some suggestions of movies that, you know, you think that I would be interested in watching for this segment, put it in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. I'm climbing slowly but surely. I'm trying to get monetized in the next year. I need 1,000 subscribers. Help your sister out, please. With that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.